You said you traded the last rally. Why not this one? I just think there's too many variables in the cooking pot at the moment. There's too many things unresolved. And again, you don't have to win every move. You don't have to trade every move. And also, there is still some, although technically this year is a new trading year, and therefore you should basically draw a line in the sand and move forwards. You're in terms of portfolio management, you can't just ignore what happened last year or the next year or whatever. So let's say you had two pots, right? Let's draw this out. So let's say you have one pot over here, and year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. I don't know. In year 1 you made, I don't know, 1000% ROI. Year 2 you made, I don't know, 20% ROI. Year 3 you lost, I don't know, 90%. And then year 4 you made, I don't know, 10,000% or something like that. And you're now in year 5, right? Now, overall, you total up, you know, if you looked at your profit equity, your equity would be like this. You know, let's say you started here and you're now way up here. So going into year 5, you'll be effectively sat there on oodles of profit, because every bull market you do make silly amounts of money. Like going back to the DeFi summer, I was making it was absolutely ridiculous. I was making £25,000 per day for months, for the best part of 6 months. I was making 25 grand a day. It was just absolutely, it was just printing money, and that's not like, technically it was fake token money, but you know, you could have, like with Omen Wonderland, just cashed out every day, and some RT members did. Some RT members are still sat there on ridiculous amounts of profit, because all they did was they just take their daily rebase and just convert it. So good on you for that. So yeah, if you're going into year 5 still sat on massive profits, even though you, let's say, had a massive, really bad 2022, you'll enter you know, whatever year it is, this next year, with a bit less fear. Fear is probably the wrong word, but hopefully you get my drift. But the thing is, what happened, so for me, yes, I have that, you know, I've had similar-ish returns from my personal pot, which is why I'm very blasé when it's my personal money, because I know I'm sat there on profits. But in 2022, I effectively started playing with a fresh new round of money, so to speak, whether it is new loan money or golden geese type stuff, and therefore this new injection of cash doesn't have, you know, the previous 5 years worth of gains, etc. I'm basically starting from scratch, and in the first year I go, you know, minus, I don't know, like 60% or whatever. So I can't be as blasé as I would with my, let's say, my personal pot, which has had 5 years of crypto trading, you know, returns, blah blah blah. So although you have to draw a line in the sand each year, you can't just blindly ignore what happened last year. Like, to then end up, let's say, going into the next year, you then have an absolutely horrendous year again, and you lose, say, 30%. That's not good. That's unacceptable. So what I tend to do, if you're, and I've been in this situation before, this is nothing new for me, in situations where you're basically, you have to play more defensively. You have to pick your moves a bit better, and so you need to not only recover the losses, but also get a nice profit buffer. So you get whatever, and then once you've got that nice profit buffer, you can resume normal, I don't know, exuberance trading or whatever. But for me, I prefer just to be defensive after a year of pain, if that makes sense. And by the way, some of you are probably thinking, yeah, whatever, Siam. Actually, after a year of pain, what you need to do is actually flip that thinking, go full balls deep, just go, you know, go for it. But that, my friends, is how you blow up accounts. So if you, yeah, and I've seen that happen. I've done it myself. I've seen loads of people do that, go, actually no, because I had such a bad year last year, I'm going to absolutely nail it this year. I'm going to go hell for leather. and then but you don't do that. Some people may do well, and some people may have recovered all of their losses in this latest rally, but the risk to reward was just too askew, in my opinion. So if you've recovered all your losses in just that rally here, well, congrats, and it also means you probably over leveraged. So for me personally, I'm going to be defensive, but that's just me. This is not a race. This is not a sprint. So what if it takes me a year to get back to break even? That doesn't bother me, because I know that when the bull market returns, I always knock it out of the park. Or in fact, anyone can knock it out of the park. A blind monkey throwing darts at the board could have picked stocks in 2017, or stocks, cryptos in 2017 or 2021, and done relatively well. What I try to do is gauge myself. If we have blind monkey that would have done well over here, just throwing darts at the board, what I tried to do is, can I beat the blind monkey? Blind monkey being, retail, just buying everything. And what I have proven, 2017, 2021, etc., is that, I've more than exceeded the blind monkey. So, if we go back to the... I know it sounds really boring, but I'm more than prepared to do very little this year in terms of big moves, so to speak, and it's the wise thing to do, and that is what experience is making me do. And I really wouldn't pay lip service to that, if that makes sense.